Okay, so hi. So just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I did work this morning. I had to be up at 6:30 because I had a really early shift. I had to be in at 8. I'm starving right now, but I just wanted to tell you what my makeup look was. I actually just found out from Ulta today that this Thursday is my last day there because she said that she doesn't need any more seasonal help. I didn't realize that the position was going to last this long anyway, and I did tell her originally that it was only a temporary position. But I was kind of thinking about staying on just so I can, wear my other eyeshadow palettes, but I know that's like kind of a lame reason because I actually will be collecting enough from unemployment that I don't even need to work right now. So, and I kind of just want to suck Cheesecake dry of everything that they owe me. So, I might not be wearing all that much of my neutral palettes unless I go out with my mom or anything like that. It's a little bit annoying, but I really don't have a reason to when I'm not really going to be working. So I do have plans on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday I'm working till 5, but at least Thursday's a long day. And then my weekends are kind of up in the air for this weekend. Did I say my plans or my weekend? My plans are kind of up in the air for this weekend because I'm either going to be visiting somebody in Connecticut, like one of my friends, or I'm going to be meeting my friends in the city, or I'm going to be just hanging out with my boyfriend. So I'm not really sure which one I'm doing. I'll try and figure it out soon. But anyway, yeah, so it was nice working there for the discount, and I was in this morning to do stock, but it was kind of like I didn't really get any sleep, and now I'm really hungry again. So I'm still debating if I'm going to go out and shop today. We are supposed to have a storm in a few hours. There's supposed to be like a nasty nor'easter that's supposed to be coming up the East Coast, and it's also supposed to rain a lot tomorrow, but it's not supposed to be as bad as it's going to be today. So, and I'm going to be out most of the day tomorrow because I'm seeing my friend Cassie, and I have to take her to a doctor's appointment in the morning for her kids. And then we're going to be going to happy hour later that day, and I'm going to be at her house in between that, I'm pretty sure. Or I might just go home and chill for a little while after we go to the appointment, and then I might just go pick her up later to go out to happy hour. So yeah. Anyway, so I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water today because I really want to use up the bottle that I have, so I'm just going to be using that until I use the Urban Decay Prep Spray again. So I just used that, and then I went in with the Stila One Step Corrector. Then I went in with the Tarte Reinforced of the Sea Water Foundation in the color Light Neutral. I was just going to use a tinted moisturizer today, but I wanted something like really lightweight and just something I knew that covers really nicely, so I just used that. And then I went in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the color Fair because I love that concealer, so I've just been addicted to it, so I've just been using that. And then I started everything with the MAC Real Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. Then I primed my eyes with the MAC Prep and Prime in the MAC 24-Hour Base. And then I went over that with the same MAC powder. And then I went in with the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette today because I haven't used it in a little while, and I just wanted something really easy to wear this morning, and I know that these are just like pretty easy shades to just throw on. So I used this shade Nudie first as my transition, and then I went in with Commando over that, and then I went in with Tempted on the crease, and then I went in with Faith and Lockout on the Lockout's such a weird name, on the outer corners. And then for the lid, I did use something that was a little bit more of like a satin finish rather than a matte. So I did go in with the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Waddles just because I wanted something, again, that was more of a satin finish, so I used that. And then I went in with the color Blow on the brow bone from the palette. So I used about 5 or 6 shades from here. Not really too many, but, just to get some use out of it. And then I went in with the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara on the top, then I concealed under my eyes with the Maybelline Concealer, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. Then I lined my waterline with the ColourPop Gel Liner in the shade Honeydew, and then I went in with the Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy Single Eyeshadow on the inner corners, and then I went in with the MAC Skin Play Kick Black Lash on the bottom lashes. Then I bronzed up the skin with the Marc Jacobs Instant Mark Dreamer filter, and then I went in with the Makeup Geek blush in the shade Spellbound on my cheeks, and then I highlighted with the Mary Luminizer by The Balm, and then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I started everything with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Then I filtered my brows with the Anastasia Brow Definer in Caramel, and then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Then I primed my lips with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the MAC Lip Liner in the shade Dervish, and then I filled them in with the Urban Decay Revolution Lipstick in the shade Native. I don't know what's going on with the corner. It's kind of like coming off a little bit, but it is super moisturizing, and I feel like no matter how much you put on, it still feels very comfortable to wear. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm starving, so I'm going to eat something really, really soon. I just want to wait another few minutes to eat lunch because I feel like it's like, I mean, it's 12:30. I guess it's not that early to eat lunch, but I know if I eat now, I'm going to be hungry in like 3 hours, and then I'm going to eat dinner at some point. But I'm still not sure. I really wanted to go to the gym later and like go to Ulta, but I think I'm going to have to wait until Wednesday to go because I'm just nervous if I'm not going to have enough time to go and take advantage of my discount before Thursday. I mean, I might just shop after work on Thursday afternoon, but I know I'm going to be antsy and I'm going to want to leave to, not be at work anymore. But I'm not sure if I'm going to take my makeup off now or if I'm going to go out. So I'm going to wait it out a little bit, but I really don't feel like going out right now, but I do feel like eating. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Oh, also, yeah, like I said, I'm going to be collecting enough money from unemployment that I really don't have to work right now. So I'm just going to take advantage of sucking cheesecake dry, basically, and taking everything that I can from them. I know it's, like, bad, but, yeah. I mean, I deserve it, right? And then hopefully I'll get my tax refund. So I don't think I even need to work for a little while. So, yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hi, so I just want to tell you guys about my first makeup look for today. Oh my god, it was already a hectic morning because remember how I told you guys that I was going to take my friend to a doctor's appointment for her kids, and then we were going to go out to breakfast. Well, I ended up being late to see her because, as you guys know, there was like a nasty storm going on last night, and the power went out around 6 in the morning. So I like kind of rolled over in my bed, checking what time it was, and it was 10 o'clock by the time I checked the time, and I saw like 4 missed calls from Cassie and 4 missed text messages from her, and I felt so bad. I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot that, I mean, I didn't forget, just my alarm didn't go off. Like, you glance at your phone and it's like, whatever, and then you actually look at it again, you're like, oh my god, it's 10 a.m. I'm like, I'm supposed to be at her house in like 15 minutes, so I felt so bad, and I texted her, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, my alarm didn't go off, and I don't know why it didn't go off, and she was like, oh my god, I was so worried about you, and I felt so bad, and she's like, it's okay, don't worry about it. So yeah, she actually ended up rescheduling, I mean, not rescheduling, she ended up, I told her, would you be able to call the doctor's office and see if you could come in a little bit later, because I was like, I'm not going to be at your house till like a little bit after 11, so I showed up a little bit before 11:15, and her appointment was at 11:30. I showed up a little bit around 11:15 because like the doctor's office isn't that far away from her house. So yeah, she was like, it's okay, I was just worried that something happened, and I was like, it's okay, thanks. I'm like, I felt so bad. So yeah, anyway, and I did get some new makeup today. I got my Colored Rain order in the mail. Super excited to try it out. I think I'm going to try it out later today because I just couldn't resist after swatching the Queen of Hearts palette, so I did swatch it. And then I also did swatch the 2 lip paints that I got, and I really want to wear one of the lipsticks later because I'm like so ready to like try out new liquid lipsticks formulas lately. I did go to Ulta as well after I saw Cassie because after we went to the doctor's appointment, we went out to breakfast because, I wasn't just going to see her for a doctor's appointment. I was like, why don't we go out to breakfast? Because I texted her yesterday and I was like, what are we doing after the appointment? And she was like, I was like, is it okay if I go home and we just go out to breakfast afterwards? Because we're actually going out later too. I'm actually only going to be home for about not even 3 hours, like 2.5 hours, and I'm actually going to go back out and pick Cassie back up again because we're meeting our other friend from Cheesecake. I mean, not from Cheesecake, from Applebee's, and we're finally all reuniting and going out to happy hour later. So I'm super excited to go. Of course, Becca texted me asking me to go to the mall with her later. I'm like, sorry, I'm going to happy hour with them. You're welcome to come if you want, but she was like, sorry, I can't make it. I'm like, it's okay. Like, I'm still going to see them. So yeah, so anyway, I primed my face with the Urban Decay Prep and Prime coconut spray, and then I went in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I'm just texting Lisa to make sure that we're still all meeting, but I'm pretty sure that we are. And then I went in with the NARS Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Light 01 Finland because I didn't really have too much time to do my makeup because I started doing it around like 10:25 and I was done by like 10:55, and then I had to get my shoes on and run out the door because I wanted to make sure I left a little bit after 11 to get to her. Because I didn't want her to wait any longer. So we did go out to breakfast afterwards, and we went to IHOP. So, and I haven't been to IHOP in like forever, so I just really wanted to go there. And I knew that her kids would love going there with us, so we went there. And then I went in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the color Fair. And then I set my face with the MAC Merlot Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. I did pick up quite a few goodies from Ulta today because, like I told you guys, or I didn't tell you guys yet, my last day at Ulta is going to be on Thursday, so I want to take advantage of the discount as much as possible. I am going to haul everything soon. Maybe I'll just do a separate Ulta haul before I actually, like, haul everything else that I'm going to be showing you guys because I do have quite a few items that I could just make a separate Ulta haul for you guys. But I did pick up one thing that I wanted to show you really quickly. I picked up a Dermalogica exfoliant because this is the Daily Microfoliant, and my one of the girls that works there, she's like one of the managers, she told me that just using masks for your skin isn't like the best thing to just exfoliate with, and I feel like I struggle with large pores around my nose area. I don't worry too much about it, but it's like I don't want clogged pores to create more blackheads, and they kind of just get very emphasized when I don't wear makeup. I mean, usually most of the time I'm wearing makeup, but like not too much, and I just feel like they kind of still poke through when I wear foundation and stuff. But it's not just that. I really just want to make sure that they're not getting clogged, and they kind of create blackheads too. So she told me that I should get this to clear out my and scrape off the dead skin a lot better than just using a mask. So I got this, and she said that you're supposed to use this with water, so I'm going to use it tonight. I'm not sure if I use this and I use a mask too, because I was planning on doing a mask tonight. Oh my god, this is like sealed shut. But I've never tried anything from Dermalogica before, so I'm really excited to try it. And it's like a huge bottle, and it was like $15. It wasn't even that expensive, and since I got the discount. But I just want to make sure that I'm like cleaning my skin as good as possible. I feel like my skin gets dehydrated sometimes. So it is a powder. I can see that it's a powder. Wow, it's not even sealed though. That's kind of weird, and it kind of looks like some product was used in here. Why is this not full? That's a little bit weird. That's kind of concerning. There's no seal for this. So it's going to go all over the place. Why did I feel like it just went in my mouth? It's going to go all over the place, and it's not full. It looks like it looks like about a quarter of it was used. So I'm a little bit annoyed about that. I might not even use this yet until I double check on Thursday when I go back if this is supposed to be like that, because that's really pissing me off, because I'm sure that this is not supposed to be this like this. This kind of makes no sense to me. So, yeah, that's annoying. So I'm gonna exchange that when I'm actually putting it in wrong. But, yeah, that's really annoying me because I don't think it's supposed to be like that. So I'm going to go back and exchange it for another one. So no big deal. And then I picked up a bunch of other stuff too, just to take advantage of the discount. And I am going to pick up the rest of the stuff next week. And then I probably will end up having a full Ulta haul for you guys anyway. But yeah, that pisses me off. So yeah, anyway, and then I went in with the MAC from Prime 24-hour base to prime my eyes, and then went over that with the same MAC powder. I know I keep on rambling when I only have like an hour and a half to myself, and then I have to get ready again. So I don't know why I keep on talking. And then I went in with the Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie eyeshadow as my transition shade, and then I used the original Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette today, just because I haven't used it in a while, and I just felt like using it today. So I did use Salted Caramel in the crease, and then I darkened up the crease more with milk chocolate, and then I went in with semi-sweet on the outer corners, and then I used creme brulee on the lid, and then I went in with white chocolate on the brow bone. Then I went in with the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara on the top, and concealed under my eyes with the Maybelline Concealer, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I just feel like when I wear the tinted moisturizer, I feel like my makeup fades more, but it's no big deal. It was only for like 3 hours. And then I went in with Salted Caramel on the inner corners, and then I went in with the MAC Simply Cake Black Lash on the bottom lashes. Then I bronzed up the skin with the Marc Jacobs Instamark Dreamer Filter, and then I went in with the MAC blushes in the shades Peaches and Sunbask, and I mixed those together. And then I highlighted with the MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish Powder, and then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I started things with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Then I filled in my brows with the Anastasia Brow Definer and Caramel. Actually, I didn't. I just brushed through my brows and set them with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel because I just didn't have enough time to waste time filling in my brows or do eyeliner. So, and then I just primed my lips with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Strip Down. And then I filled them in with the ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Beeper, and then I topped it off with the Too Faced Creamy Lip Oil Lip Gloss in the shade Papa Don't Preach. I'm kind of obsessed with these lip glosses. I think that they're amazing. So I topped it off with that, and I just really wanted like a nice chocolatey medium tone lip, so that's what I went in with. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to go and relax for a little bit, so bye! Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my second makeup look for today. I hope that my eyes aren't too warm for what I wore today, but I feel like the contrast kind of works with the lip that I paired it with. So I just think it was a really cool contrast to pair this warmer eye with a cool tone lip. I don't know if it was too much, but I just got a new eyeshadow palette today that I honestly could not wait to dive into, that I just had to use it when I was going out, and I just feel like since I wore a gray lip, that it kind of counteracted with the look I was going for on my eyes. So I did wear my Lion King shirt today again. Maybe I should have worn a gray crease, but it doesn't always have to go with what I'm wearing, and as long as I wear like a brown in the crease, then my eyeshadow can pretty much go with anything. So yeah, so I did use a brand new palette today that I had ordered from this website that I will tell you about in a minute, and I also ordered two new lipsticks from the same website that I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts about the eyeshadow palette and the lip in just a minute. So I did go out again, like I said, and I went to happy hour with some of my, I was actually supposed to go with the same girl that I went to breakfast with her kids. She was supposed to go with us to meet us for happy hour because if you guys know, I do also hang out with an older woman that is from my older job at Applebee's, and we've been friends ever since we started working there for about 2 or 3 years now, and we're also best friends with the girl that I saw this morning, and we've all been just like a trio of hanging out for a while. But Cassie, you know, had 2 kids and she was in Texas for a while, so we weren't really able to see her and hang out with her as much until she came back here, and I've been seeing her a lot more often now because, you know, we've been catching up a lot more. So she couldn't come tonight though because stuff happened with her kids. So Really sucked, but at least I was able to see Lisa because I haven't seen her in a while, so I had to tell her about everything that happened with cheesecake and stuff. So yeah, I primed my face with the Urban Decay Prep and Prime Setting Spray and the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer again. I did take off my makeup for about 2 hours after I got home, and then I redid it again around like almost 5 o'clock. And then I went in with the Maybelline Dewy and Smooth Foundation in the color Porcelain. And then I concealed with a new concealer today because I did pick up a new concealer from Ulta. I'm not sure how I feel about it though, because I actually had to go over it with my Urban Decay concealer. Because by the time I got home, pretty much everything was kind of creasing and it kind of, started doing that bubbly thing around my nose area here where my cupid's bow is, and also on my chin. So I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet. I kind of feel like I look like a pale ghost right now though, because I had to go over it again, but it wasn't looking good. So maybe I just have to use a lot less than what I used because it's a very thick concealer. It's the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Anti-Aging CC Concealer, I believe it's called. And I use the shade Light, which is obviously the lightest shade. The shade is perfect for me, but I'm not sure if I like the concealer or not. I mean, I just tried it today, so I feel like when I start laughing when I'm with my friends, not to say that that's a bad thing, because obviously, I go out to have fun with my friends, but I feel like my concealer just creases like crazy when I start laughing with my friends, and I just like hate when that happens. So yeah, I'm not really sure, but anyway, and then I set everything with the MAC Really Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. Then I primed my eyes with the MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour base, and then I went over that with the same MAC powder, and then I went in with a brand new eyeshadow palette today. I was dying to get this palette, and I finally got it in the mail today. I went in with the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette, and this is my first purchase from this website. I've never gotten anything from Colored Rain before, and I've been really interested in their brand over the past year or so. And I finally just bit the bullet and ordered from them because I just saw everybody and their mama talking about this palette. And you guys, this palette is phenomenal. Phenomenal. It blends gorgeously. I've never worked with shadows that are super pigmented, but they feel super soft when you're blending them, but they're not super soft like crumbly. They're just super buttery to use, and they were just a pleasure to work with. Like, they were amazing. I know the gold's gonna like blind you guys, but honestly, this palette is awesome. I was so excited to use it. That's why I did a little bit more of a warmer crease. Maybe this would have worked with a different outfit, but honestly, I just couldn't wait to wear this, so I just wore it and I was like, whatever, fuck it, I didn't really care. So I did use quite a few of the mattes today. I used the shade Air in the crease. Then I darkened out the crease more with Royal Prerogative. And then I went in with Duchess on the outer corners. And then for the lid, I did go in with a ColourPop shadow as a base, just because I wanted to add a little bit more purple to the look, but it ended up being like kind of really burgundy. Actually, I didn't use... Yeah, I used this in the crease, and then I darkened it up more with Ladyship, and then I went in with Duchess on the outer corners. But for the lid, I used a ColourPop shadow first, and I went in with the ColourPop Super Shock shadow in the shade Cricket, and I was going to see how it looked with just that, because that's usually the shade that I wear when I wear this shirt. This is only the second time I'm wearing this shirt. But I did want to use the purple in the palette like so badly, so I used this shade called Queen Mother on the lid. This palette is solid. It's beautiful. All the shades just worked amazingly together. I didn't have any problems blending anything, so I feel like when I actually use all the shades, which will be probably pretty easy for me to do because I used a majority of the shades today. I used like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the 12 shadows in here. And then I went in with, Queen Mother on the lid. It is so pretty. So pretty. I feel like though when I used Ladyship and Queen Mother, they kind of, blended into one color like that's usually what happens to me, and it basically just looks like a shimmery version of Ladyship that's on my eye right now, but it is really, really pretty. And then I went in with the shade Crown on the brow bone, so I just popped that on the brow bone. So beautiful palette. I am so pleased with this palette. I felt like I was not going to be disappointed, but at the same time, you still have that little bit of doubt when people hype up a palette so much that you're like, oh my God, is it really going to be this good? Like the Morphe 35O and stuff like that. But I was swatching it, and as soon as I swatched it, I was like, oh my God, these are so beautiful. Like, they don't just swatch well, they swatch super buttery and super pigmented, like one swipe pigments, and they're not super hard to work with. That's why I really did enjoy this palette. So far, this is a slam dunk for me. I really do freaking love this palette. And then I lined my eyes with the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper, and then went over that with the same. Oh, and then I went in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I did also pick that up at Ulta today. And then I went in with the Urban Decay, the It Cosmetics concealer under my eyes, but then I had to correct that with the Urban Decay. I can't even talk right now. I'm so tired. And then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And then I lined my waterline originally with the ColourPop Gel Liner in the shade Stomper. But I had to go over that too, because again, I felt like the liner faded. I really need to use these Urban Decay liners more. So I just went over it with the Urban Decay. Actually, I used Swerve. I used the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Sign On Liner in the shade Zero. It is just such a great black liner. Like, it's super black. I don't know why I just don't use this. It lasts, like, for hours on my waterline, so I don't have to worry about it fading. I just feel like the ColourPop one is easier to apply. That's the only reason why I use it more, but the Urban Decay one definitely lasts a whole lot longer. And then I went in with the MAC Cineplex Black Lash on the bottom lashes, and then I highlighted the inner corners with these two shades. I used Royal Highness and Crown, so then Royal Highness wouldn't be as dark on the inner corners. And again, beautiful, solid, gorgeous palette. So I'm going to stop rambling about this. But this is definitely going to be in my January favorites already, because I'm already in love with it. So hopefully I'll be able to haul it soon too. And then I contoured with the MAC sculpting powder in the shade Sculpt, just because I felt like I haven't used it in a while. So I used that to contour. Plus, it was also just sitting in front of me, and that was like the first thing I grabbed. But at the same time, I've been wanting to use it for a while. So that's what I used. And then I went in with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Mood Exposure, because again, I haven't used that in a while, and I didn't feel like using Nightingale or anything like that. I just felt like this blush went perfectly with this look. And then I highlighted with the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit, and I used these shades Blue Ice and Pink Heart together, and I think that they really came off really pretty for this look, because it came off more pinky purple, which is what I was kind of going for. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I started everything with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Did I skip my brows? Did I forget to fill in my brows today? I think I forgot to fill in my brows. Yeah, I think I did. Whoops. I think because I was so concentrated on putting a lip on, because it does not look like I filled in my brows. Wow. Sorry. It really does not look like I filled in my brows at all. Not that it really makes a difference. My brows are full enough that it doesn't make too much of a difference. That just really surprises me. I just want to check really, really quick. Hold on. Where's my mirror? I'm so tired. Maybe I did. It does look like I kind of filled them in, but I always use the Anastasia Brow Definer. And then for the lips, I prime my lips with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I line them with, again, the the MAC Lip Liner in the shade Strip Down. And then I filled them in with a new lipstick today. I did also order 2 of the Colored Rain Matte Liquid Lip Paints off their website, because I've been wanting to try their formula for a really long time. So again, I finally just bit the bullet and bought 2 of them because I felt like I was just kind of getting a little bit bored with my lipsticks lately. I know I have so many lipsticks and I'm like, oh my god, I'm always so overwhelmed. But I've been wanting to try these for a long time. So I wore the Colored Rain Matte Liquid Lip Paint in the shade Colored Rain, in the shade Marshmallow. So this is what it looks like on my lips. And I have mixed thoughts about this. I do like it though. I do really like it. The only thing is that, first of all, it was super comfortable to wear. Like, super comfortable to wear for the 4 hours I was wearing it. Um, but it is a little bit streaky when you put it on, and I feel like it kind of doesn't, um, it's kind of just a little bit faded in the middle. But I like it because it's a gray lip, so it doesn't really need to be fully opaque for me because, it's not that important for a gray lip to be fully opaque. It actually looks more natural when it's really not. So I, ate in this, and the only thing is that it did wear off a little bit around here, but nothing too major, nothing really transferred or ended up all over my mouth or anything like that. So that was really good. It's not like I didn't think that these were going to be bad. I thought that they were going to be good. Are they my favorite formula so far? Not really. But I think that they're definitely good. I think that they're definitely worth the money. Um, and when I reapplied it after I ate, it felt super comfortable for the 2 or 3 hours I was wearing it. Well, not 2 or 3 hours, like probably 2 hours after I was wearing it when I reapplied it. And then we also went out and got another drink after we ate. And it was fine the whole time, super comfortable. And it feels very comfortable right now. But when I got home, I noticed that as soon as I got home, like as soon as I got into the bathroom to reapply my lipstick for this, I noticed that a little bit of that crumbly film was forming on my lips. Literally when I got home and I felt like it was kind of getting a little bit crumbly. It was kind of peeling just a little bit. But nothing major, nothing like too crazy. It still looks wearable. It wasn't like the Girl Lactic ones where I couldn't even wear those on my lips. And I probably reapplied this twice and it still feels very comfortable on the lips. So there's some cons, but mostly good things about this so far. So I did really like them. I'm going to try out the other shade that I wore in probably a couple of days on like Friday or Saturday. So probably Friday because I'm supposed to go to the city on Saturday. So yeah, that's it. Bye guys. I can't wait for you guys to see these in a haul because I was super excited to order from this brand. Now the only other brand I really need to order from still is Sugar Pill. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hi. Sorry, I'm grabbing something. Ugh. Hi, so I wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I did go to the gym earlier today, so I did just wear like the tiniest bit of concealer and some mascara and a lipstick. All I did was wear like the Maybelline Fit Me concealer on my blemishes, and then I just wore some L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, and then I just went in with the MAC lip pencil in Subculture, and then I filled them in with the MAC Cream Sheen lipstick in the shade Cream in Your Coffee because I just wanted to wear that shade again because I've only worn it once. So yeah, I did go out to dinner with my boyfriend tonight. He actually fell asleep before he was supposed to pick me up, and it was after 6 o'clock, and I texted him and I was like, it's after 6 p.m. And he's like, oh damn, I'm so sorry, I fell asleep. So I was like, okay, I'll just come there because I wasn't going to wait for him to come here because he was supposed to come here and pick me up, but it's no big deal. So I just wore my red Urban Outfitters red plaid shirt. I just felt like wearing something pretty comfortable. And he loves this shirt on me because he loves red. So yeah. I did try out a bunch of new products today. I wish I would have done a get ready with me. Because if I knew that he wasn't going to be picking me up, then I would have done a get ready with me with this look. Because then I could have been saying, get ready with me, trying a bunch of new products. Because literally mostly everything I wore is a new product except for my bronzer. Most of the things I try, and my concealer. So, yeah. So anyway, I primed my face with the Urban Decay Prep and Prime spray. And then I went in with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. And then I also went in with a new foundation today, but it's not really a foundation. It's more like a hybrid between like a foundation and a BB cream. And this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done Hybrid Complexion Perfector Broad Spectrum SPF 20. And I got the shade Light, of course. Oh my god, you guys, this is awesome. This is so good. Like, I knew I was going to like it, but I didn't think I was going to like it this much. Like, it's beautiful, and it feels absolutely super smooth on the skin. It looks gorgeous on the skin. It doesn't look heavy, but it also doesn't look super light. It looks like a light foundation, but it still gives you that really beautiful coverage, but it doesn't have like that feeling of a foundation. Like, it feels completely weightless, and it blended so smoothly into my skin. I think that this is going to be my new obsession. Like, I might even like this more than the Maybelline concealer. I mean, the Maybelline foundation and the L'Oreal foundation that I've recently tried, and I love those, but this, and even the shade is perfect for my skin. It doesn't oxidize like the Urban Decay All-Nighter foundation does. This is really, really good. So far, I am super impressed with it. Didn't break down, nothing. I've only been wearing it for 3 hours, but it looks exactly the same than when I first put it on. So I'm kind of obsessed with this. So again, Urban Decay knocked it out of the park. I've just been loving their products lately. And then I just concealed, of course, with my favorite concealer, which is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the color Fair Neutral. And, you know, I always have to use that when I use a new product for my face, because I always have to see how it works. But, you know, obviously it would work because it's the Naked Skin line from Urban Decay for both. But honestly, it looks so good. I'm going to be wearing this like every time I see my boyfriend now. Like, because he really likes when I don't wear too much face makeup. So I think that this still looks very skin-like. It just looks super natural, but it still gives such good coverage. So I don't know what they did. This is like crack in a bottle, man. Like, it's really beautiful. So yeah, I'm kind of obsessed because it still like has my freckles poke through, but it still covers really beautifully. So I knew I was going to love it. I wanted to try it ever since Young Wild and Polish was raving about it, but I wanted to try it before that too, and I'm so excited I finally got it. So, and then I started everything with the MAC Really Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. Then I primed my eyes with the MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour base, and then went over that with the same MAC powder, and then I went in with the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette again today just because I couldn't resist using it again. And I was going to use it again anyway today. I just wasn't sure what I was going to wear. I actually thought originally I was supposed to be going out with my boyfriend's parents, and we were supposed to all go out to dinner together for his dad's birthday. But apparently that's not happening until next week. My boyfriend mixed up the dates. So I just ended up wearing something a lot more casual, and I went in with the palette again. Oh, you guys, I think that this is my new favorite palette, probably of all time. Like, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say this is freaking phenomenal. I've never had shadows that blend this easily. I mean, I'm probably gonna say the same thing about my Lime Crime shadows when I finally use them again, because I haven't used them in a while. But this is bomb. Like, freaking bomb. Actually, I'm planning on using my Lime Crime shadows on Friday, but this is phenomenal. I can't even tell you how much I love this palette right now. The mattes just blend so creamily, and the shimmers are so buttery on the lid. I'm obsessed. So the first shade I used was Air, and I've been using that as my transition shade. It's an amazing shade for your transition. Then I went in with Royal Prerogative on the crease to darken it up more. And then I went in with Empress on the crease to define it more and to add a lot more of that orangey look. And I just love how it turned out. And then I went in with Duchess on the outer corners. This is pretty much going to be my outer corner shade every time I use the palette. And then for my lid, I went in with the shade Noble Woman. And it's just this really gorgeous, like, shimmery burgundy, like, not even burgundy, like a straight up red shade. It's a little bit different than Kat Von D's Raw Power, which is what I would compare it to, I think. And like Makeup Geek Showtime. But Showtime is a little bit darker, and this one is more of like a straight up red. It's gorgeous on the lid, like freaking gorgeous. And then for the brow bone, I went in with Crown. So I am obsessed with this palette, guys. And then I lined my eyes with the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. And then I went in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara on the top. Then I concealed under my eyes with the Urban Decay Concealer. And then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. Then I lined my waterline with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Sign On Pencil in the shade Whiskey. And then I went in with the Magazine Plague Black Lash on the bottom lashes. And then I highlighted the inner corners with the shade Your Majesty, which is a super hella pigmented gold. I was very afraid it was going to be too much for the outer, with the, too much for the inner corners. But yeah, I pretty much have used every single shade in this palette already. And I'm obsessed. The only two shades I haven't used are Princess and Dethrone, but I pretty much use every single shade. Next time I really want to do like a neutral look with this palette, but I'm waiting for my ColourPop shadows to come in the mail, which I probably will wear next week when I go out with his parents. But so far, this is bomb. It's bomb, and I can't stop staring at it because it's so beautiful. I am so impressed with this palette. I'm so happy I got it. I'm so glad I went out on a limb and tried a brand that I've never tried before, because so far I'm super impressed. And then I bronzed up the skin with the Galactic Cabo bronzer. And then I went in with the Too Faced Sweet Peach blush in the shade Papa Don't Preach. And then I highlighted with the, sorry, this takes forever to get in here, with the Anastasia Ultimate Glow Kit. And I used these shades Golden Dawn and I believe, was it Hot Sand or was it, why does this take so long to get back in here? I think it was Hot Sand. Oh my god. Very hard to get this back in here. I don't know why. But honestly, I am getting a little bit overwhelmed with getting a lot of eyeshadows lately. But after I get my ColourPop shadows and a couple more Makeup Geek shadows, that's it. I'm not buying any more palettes after that. So I think I'll be okay. Because I got the Kat Von D palette and the Urban Decay palette and this palette. And then I'm getting the ColourPop shadows, and then I'm getting the Makeup Geek shadows, and then after that I'm not purchasing any more eyeshadows until probably the Vibe sale. So I have like a solid like 2 months to test out the palettes more and let you guys know what I think. So I am going to be doing, oh, you know what? That's what I should do after this. I should record a full review on it, on the Colored Rain palette, because I'm already obsessed. So yeah, I just want to look up the Anastasia Glow Kit really quick. But I might not record it tonight just because I'm so tired. And since I already recorded a video, I just recorded a video before this of the lipstick that I'm wearing. And I did a liquid lipstick check-in and review. So I'm probably not going to record another video tonight. I'll record it the next time I wear the palette. I used these shades White Sand and Golden Dawn. But I didn't feel like it was enough pop on my cheeks, so obviously I had to go in with a pop, and I went in with Champagne Pop from Becca because I knew I still needed a little bit of that glow, and it just added more of the glow that I wanted. So it was still pretty on its own, but I just wanted a little bit more oomph. So, and then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I started everything with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Then I filled in my brows with the Anastasia Brow Definer in Caramel, and then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Then I primed my lips with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the with the Urban Decay Glide On Sign On 24-Hour Pencil in Liar. And then I filled them in with the other Colored Rain liquid lipstick that I ordered, which is the Colored Rain Matte Lip Paint in the shade Mars. And so far, I really do like this brand of liquid lipsticks. They're not my all-time favorite, but I think that they're good. So definitely worth it. The next ones I'm going to be trying out are the Urban Decay ones, and I'm hoping to wear one of them. Actually, I think I'm going to wear one of them on Friday. If my boyfriend wants to go out, I'll probably wear it on Friday and maybe put it to the test then. I'm not sure if I'm going to be wearing a different outfit or if I'm going to be wearing my Frozen shirt to go with the lipstick that I buy. Because, you know, I always go on what my outfits are going to be and what I'm going to wear with them in order to wear what lipsticks I want. But yeah, that's it. I'm not going to record another video tonight because I'm really tired. So I'm just going to take my makeup off because I did go to the gym before I saw him, like I said. So it kind of wiped me out. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hi, I just want to tell you about my first makeup look for today. I have to do this really quickly because I have to get ready to go out again. I'm going to see my friend Ren in about an hour and a half, so I have to change my makeup over. So I did work my last day at Ulta today, so I'm officially not working there anymore. Now I'm just going to be collecting unemployment, which really isn't bad because I'm actually going to be making pretty much the same amount as I was collecting unemployment and working at Ulta. So yeah, so I prime my face with the sorry, I'm like so tired and I'm super hungry. So hopefully we'll be able to go to Panera when I see him. I just want to make sure he didn't text me again. Okay. No, sorry. I thought somebody else texted me. Anyway, so I wore this Karen Kane dress that my mom gave me from Bloomingdale's, and I wore it to work. It's the first and only time I was going to be able to wear it, so I decided to wear it today. So I primed my face with the Urban Decay Prep and Prime Setting Spray, Prep Spray, and then I used the Smashbox More Than Primer, and then I went in again with the Urban Decay One and Done Complete Complexion Perfector in the shade Light. I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much, and I think it's going to be my new favorite thing. It's amazing. And then I went in with the NYX HD Concealer in the color Fair, and then I set everything with the MAC Marley Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. Then I primed my eyes with the MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour base, and then went over that with the same MAC powder. And then I went in with the Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie. And then I went in with the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette today, just because I felt like using it today. So this is the last neutral palette I'm going to be using for a while. So I used a couple of the shades. I used all the shades. I mean, I always use all the shades when I use this. So I used this shade called Cordial in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Cognac. Then I used Bordeaux on the outer corners. And then I used Champagne Toast on the lid. And then for the brow bone, I just went in with Vanilla Bean from Makeup Geek. And then I went in with the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara on the top. And then I concealed under my eyes with the NYX HD Concealer. And then I set that with the Laura Mercier Stick Blending Powder. And then I lined my waterline with the ColourPop Gel Liner in the shade Honey Dude. And then I went in with the MAC Center Giga Black Lash. And then I highlighted the inner corners with Chardonnay from the palette. So that's all I used from the palette today. And then I did pick up a few more things before my discount was going to expire at Ulta. So I have a few more things to try out and use for you guys. I probably won't use them today because I have to like just remove my eye makeup. But I am going to be trying out one of the new Urban Decay Vice Liquid Lipsticks. I just picked up 2 of them. And I'm going to try out the shade 1993 tonight. And I'm probably going to try this one out tomorrow. So really excited for those. I'm really hoping I like them. I'm kind of hearing mixed reviews. But I'm going to be recording an Ulta haul tonight because I definitely have picked up enough stuff recently to share a haul with you guys. So then I bronzed up the skin with the Marc Jacobs Instamark Dreamer Filter. Instamark. And then I went in with the Tarte Amazonian Clay Tarteist Blush Palette in the shades Laugh and Love, just because I feel like I don't use them enough, so I used that. And then I highlighted, of course, with the Becca Jaclyn Hill Face Palette, and I used these shades Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I started with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Then I filled in my brows with the Anastasia Brow Definer in Caramel, and then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Then I primed my lips with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them completely and filled them in with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Dervish. And then I went over them completely with the MAC Luster Lipstick in the shade Syrup, because I was going to wear a liquid lipstick today, but I felt that they're so annoying to wait for them to dry that I was like, I'm just going to slap on a lipstick because I feel like I don't have time to put on a liquid lipstick. So yeah, that's it. So now I'm going to go get ready and I'm starving. So bye. Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you about my second makeup look for today. I am extremely exhausted, so forgive me if I am very low energy. I wasn't able to eat until like 7:30 and then I was like, Sorry. I was like out all day, so I'm exhausted. So yeah, because I had to work and then I went to out with my friends. So I just wore my gray elephant shirt from J. Crew just because I wanted to be comfortable, like usual this week. And also I just kind of thought the last minute, sorry, I have an itch, that I wanted to wear this shirt with this jacket. So this is what I usually wear it with anyway. This is also from J. Crew. So I just wore that because I knew exactly what like eye makeup I wanted to wear, and I wanted to try a new lipstick today. So yeah, I primed my face with the Urban Decay Prep and Prime Coconut Prep Spray, and then I went in with the Prep Spray, and then I went in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation in the color Classic Ivory because I did just pick it up from Ulta today. Love this so far. It feels completely weightless. I've been in love with drugstore foundations lately. Like, I think I'm going to go return the Hourglass foundation probably tomorrow, along with the eyeliner that I tried today that I will tell you guys about in a minute. But I think I'm going to return both of those things because I really don't like the Hourglass foundation that much at all. I am super impressed with these three foundations. That this did not cling to any dry patches on my forehead, literally like nowhere. It held up great. So I'm kind of obsessed with this too. And I also love the Urban Decay One and Done. That I feel like I have enough foundation products now that I don't need a $50 foundation that I'm not even using. So I'm gonna go return that. So yeah, so I use that because I'm gonna try. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. I was thinking about trying it out again tomorrow, but I really want to wear this again tomorrow because I really like how it looked today. So it just has a really nice, natural, but really great coverage, just like the One and Done. But I feel like this one has more coverage, which I like even more because it covers great, but it still has that natural finish that I really love. So yeah, I kind of really love this. I do. And then I also tried out a new concealer today because I got the Maybelline Face Studio Master Concealer in the color Fair because Ulta right now is doing a buy one get one 50% off for Maybelline and L'Oreal Cosmetics, so I picked those up today. You know what I'm thinking about is if I might try out the Hourglass foundation tonight after I take off my makeup, but I already wore two foundations today that I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about it, but I pretty much have been loving every single foundation now because I've been so obsessed with the Real Technique sponge that I got. That's all I've been using. I haven't even touched my beauty blender because I'm obsessed with that sponge. So I'm not sure if it's just because of the sponge, but honestly, it applies my foundation so evenly and not streaky at all. It covers everything that I'm like obsessed with that sponge. So yeah, I used the concealer and I really like the concealer as well. It concealed really nicely. And it covered a lot too. I'm so stupid. Like it had a good amount of coverage. Like you didn't have to put too much on. It kind of reminded me of like a dupe of the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. And then I set my face with the MAC Merely Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. Then I primed my eyes again with the MAC Pepper Prime 24-hour base and then went over that with the same MAC powder because originally I was just going to do my eye makeup, but since I had enough time to do my face makeup too, I just decided to try out the foundation today, and honestly, I really love it. Then I went in with the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, and I used the shade Tease in the crease. I went in with two Urban Decay palettes today, and then I also used the Urban Decay Afterglow After Dark palette, and I used the shade Off Duty in the crease to darken it up more. And then for the outer corners, I went in with the shade Busted from the Naked palette. I just want to pull up the other eyeshadow palette that I used, which was the After Dark one, because I can't remember the shade name of one of the shades that I used in my inner corners. And then on the lid, I used the shade Lounge from the Afterglow palette. And then for the brow one, I went in with Foxy from the Naked 2 palette. So then so I originally started out lining my eyes with the Urban Decay 24/7 Perversion felt tip eyeliner. It was horrible. I could not get it to stick to my lid when I was lining it. So I had to go over it with the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I'm like maybe since I like their liquid liners and I like their waterline liners, I might as well like their felt tip eyeliner too. No wonder why not that many people talk about their felt tip eyeliner, because it's really not that good. So yeah. So I tried that out and I really didn't like it at all. So I think I'm going to return that tomorrow along with the Hourglass foundation. Then I went in with the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara on the top because I actually just purchased a new tube today. Because like I said, since it was the last day at Ulta for me, I wanted to take advantage of my discount as much as possible. And then I concealed under my eyes with the Maybelline concealer, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Blending Powder. It held up okay underneath my eyes, but I think it's because I didn't set my eyes right away. That's why it kind of creased a little bit, but it didn't settle into any fine lines or anything, so that's good. And then I lined my waterline with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Slide On Pencil in the shade 0. And then I went in with the MAC Makeup Black Lash, and then I highlighted the inner corners with, I don't know why it's not giving me the shades on here. It's really not giving me the shades on the website. That's weird. Hold on one sec. I really need the shades of the Urban Decay palette. Okay, that on the inner corners I went in with the shades Simple and Alter on the inner corners. So pretty much I've used every shade from this palette except for Scene and Supersonic, but I pretty much have used everything else, so that's pretty good. Yeah, and that was it for the eyes. And then for the face, I contoured with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I used the first shade, the first contour shade in the palette, and then I baked it with the first shade of the highlighting powders. And then for the blush, I went in with the Urban Decay blush in the shade Afterglow 8-Hour Blush in the shade Kinky, just because I wanted something neutral, and like I said, I wanted to make it like an Urban Decay day, so I used that. And then I highlighted with the Urban Decay Afterglow highlighter in the shade Sin. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light powder, and then I started everything with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Then I filled in my brows with the Anastasia Brow Definer in Caramel, and then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Then I primed my lips with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Taurus. And then I filled them in with a new Urban Decay Vice Liquid Lipstick today because, as you guys know, they just launched new liquid lipsticks. They've never launched liquid lipsticks before. And I went in with the shade 1993, which is one of the Comfort Mattes. And I've always wanted this lipstick in the regular version, but I decided to try it out in the liquid lipstick version. And honestly, I really do like this liquid lipstick. So I recorded a whole check-in and review of this, so I will post that way after this is up, or probably a little bit before. I was thinking about recording a haul tonight, but I am so wiped that I think I'm just going to record it tomorrow. I probably will just return the Hourglass foundation tomorrow then, if I'm not going to be able to return the eyeliner yet. But I probably will return the eyeliner pretty soon. But yeah, that's it. Bye! Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I did just record a haul video, so I have a little bit of swatches on my hand. I recorded an Ulta haul, so that will be going up tonight, but you won't be seeing this makeup look video until like 2 weeks from now. So I did go out today with my boyfriend to meet my best friends out east at this ramen place called Slurp. So we had to meet her relatively early, around 3 o'clock, because she texted me basically as soon as I got up today, and she said that she was on her way to LI, which is where I live and where my boyfriend lives, and she was saying that she was going to be on the island until 4, and then she was going back to Connecticut where she lives. So, oh, this freaking eyeliner is driving me nuts. Okay. So, I went out to meet her, and then we basically just walked around the town there, and then he dropped me off. So we had pretty much an early night. So I just wore my Frozen shirt today because I finally got to wear it, and this is just super comfortable too, so that's why I wanted to wear it. And I really wanted to pair it with this lipstick so I could test it out, this lipstick. So yeah. Um, and then after he dropped me off, because he wanted to go to the gym with me, but I was like, dude, I'm like really tired. I don't know if I want to go. I just wanted to chill at his house after we left for ramen, but we were gonna go out there later for like dinner time, and then we would have only spent like from like 6 to 8 there rather than like 3 to 5. But we had to go out and meet her. So we spent like 4 hours together, so it's not like a huge deal. So yeah, basically, my God, I got so many messages. Jesus. Sorry. Okay, so I prime my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Stila One Step Corrector. Then I went in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation in the color Classic Ivory. So I used that. Sorry, I have like a million Facebook notifications. Okay. Then I went in with that, and then so I went in with that, and then I also concealed with the Maybelline Master Concealer, and I used the shade, did I say this last night? I'm pretty sure I said my makeup look last night. I just feel like I'm like saying new things when I said this all last night, and I used the same products on my face. So I used that in the shade Fair, and then I set everything with the MAC Merely Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. Then I primed my eyes with the MAC Pepper and Prime 24-hour base, and then went over that with the same MAC powder. Then I went in with basically all different shadows today because I needed to use different shadows to create the look that I wanted. So I used Makeup Geek's Foiled Shadow in the shade High Wire first in my crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with the Urban Decay After Dark shade from that palette in the shade Paralyzed. And then for the lid, I went in with the Kat Von D Metal Crush Shadow in the shade Paranoid. I kind of decided that at like the last minute, and I was like, oh my god, I should use this because I don't use it that often ever since I got it. It's probably only the third time I've used it, and I'm like, I need to use it today. It's like the perfect shade for me to wear with this look, so that's what I used. And then on the outer corners and the brow bone, I went in with the Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette. I know I used like 4 palettes today. And I used the matte shade in the shade Velour, which I really like because it's a really nice like dark royal blue shade. And then for the brow bone, I went in with the shade Linen, which is like a really nice matte white shade. And then for the liner, of course, I used the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. And then I went over it with the Urban Decay Razor Sharp Eyeliner in the shade Perversion because I feel like my Kat Von D one is kind of running out a little bit, so oh wow. I have like this glitter on my hand from Urban Decay and I wanted to see if it moves. That shit is not going anywhere. That's awesome. So yeah, I went over it with that, but I feel like it wasn't really doing much, so I probably have to go and get out and get a new eyeliner because I just picked up a new one from Urban Decay, but I hate it, so I'm probably going to return it and just get my Stila liquid eyeliner from Ulta. So, and then I went in with the IT Cosmetics Super Hair Mascara on the top, and then I concealed under my eyes with the same Maybelline concealer, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I really do not feel good today. I cannot wait to take my makeup off. And then I went in with the Urban Decay Glide On Slide On 24-Hour Pencil in the shade 0 on my waterline. And then I went in with the Magazine Play Giga Black Lash on the bottom lashes, and then I highlighted the inner corners with Thunderstruck from Kat Von D, the Metal Crush shadow, which you guys know I love. Then I contoured with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I used the lightest shade in the palette, and then I also used the lightest shade to bake the contour as well and to just clean it up. And then I went in with the Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Blush in the shade Fetish on my cheeks. And then I highlighted with 2 of the Anastasia Glow Kits, and I just used one shade from each of them. I used the Anastasia Ultimate Glow Kit, and I used the shade Snow from that to highlight. And then I went in on top of it with the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit, and I used the shade Blue Ice just so I could have a little bit of that blue and white, you know, to kind of like offset the star that she has on the poster and everything like that, you know, like this. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I started everything with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Then I filled in my brows with the Anastasia Brow Definer and Caramel, and then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Then I primed my lips with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Dervish. And then I filled them in with the Urban Decay Vice Liquid Lipstick in the shade Backtalk, which is the other shade that I got from Urban Decay. I pretty much have been wearing it for like 7 hours now. I'm not sure of my thoughts yet because as I was talking in the haul, it was kind of crumbling off the corners here, as you can see. So I wanted to show you guys before I reapplied it, but I'm not going to reapply it now. I'm just going to take it off. But I was kind of happy that I came home early because I wanted to return something to Sephora. Since I got home like at 6 o'clock, I decided to go back out again just to go return something. So I decided to return the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation because I used it about 3 times, and every time I used it, I did not like it. And I just could not get it to work every time I used it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go return it. I don't need it right now because I just fell in love with like 3 drugstore foundations. And I also fell in love with the Urban Decay One and Done Naked Skin complexion corrector or whatever. Perfector, I mean. That I don't need this $50 foundation that I'm like not even really using. I'd much rather go and get my Giorgio Armani foundation at some point. So yeah, that is it. Goodbye! Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I am super tired because I just got back from the city around 20 minutes ago. I really didn't think I was going to be in the city for this long, but I ended up being in the city till about 12, because me and my brother were actually waiting for the train. I went to the city to meet one of my friends, my friend Mike. I haven't seen him in like 4 or 5 months. So we finally decided to make plans and meet up today. I was supposed to meet up with my other friend as well, my friend Ren, but he ended up not answering me after like 2 o'clock. And then like, I still had plans with Mike though, so I wasn't going to ditch him just to like not go. So, sorry, I have like a text message or something. I don't know why it's like showing up here. So yeah, basically I went to the city just to meet Mike. No one else ended up meeting up with us because, like I said, Ren stopped answering me, so I was pretty pissed that he never answered me back about meeting us later, like for dinner or something. So I just went with him, and my boyfriend didn't want to go. So yeah, and I didn't want to ditch Mike because Mike had already planned to go today because I told him a few days before that I said, yeah, Saturday should be fine. I just have to ask Ren first, but then Ren said he wanted to hang out on Sunday, but he told me that he had schoolwork to do tomorrow, so I don't know what's going on with him. I don't really care. So yeah, I wore my TARDIS dress today. Well, the other TARDIS dress that I have, like the Galaxy one, it has like the little TARDIS on the bottom right here, right there. So I wore that to the city because I haven't worn it this winter yet, and I usually end up wearing it to the city, so I just really wanted to wear it today. So yeah, I prime my face with my makeup might look a little bit dull because it's been on since like 2 o'clock today, and it's almost 1:30 a.m. in the morning. So I prime my face with the Urban Decay. I'm pretty sure I used the Urban Decay spray today. The Urban Decay Prep and Prime Makeup Prep Spray. And then I used the Stila One Step Corrector like I usually do. And then I went in with one of my favorite combinations, which is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the color Vanilla and the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation in the color 0.5, because I know that that lasts pretty much all day. It did start wearing off a little bit though around like 9 or 10 o'clock, but it was no big deal. It still looked pretty good. Like, it still looked wearable. It just, my concealer was kind of breaking up a little bit around my nose area and just a little bit around my eyes, but you know, this concealer pretty much lasts all day under my eyes. So my makeup looked relatively good, not like amazing, but it looked okay. And then I concealed, of course, with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the color Fair Neutral. And then I set my face with the, what is this? Oh. Red lips, I swear. They drive me nuts, but I really don't care right now because I'm taking it off. There's just a little bit of marks right there, but I don't care. And then I set everything with the MAC Merely Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. Then I primed my eyes with the MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour base, and then went over that with the same MAC powder. And then I went in with some new eyeshadows today. I received my ColourPop order yesterday, so I wanted to try out some of their new pressed eyeshadows. So I did order quite a few of them, and I stuck them in this Sephora Z palette. So I did use quite a few of these for my look today. So I used this color as my transition shade, and that color is called, let me just figure it out, hold on. I don't want to like damage any of the eyeshadows before I hold them. In the color Firefly, I really have been liking it as a transition shade, so I use that in the crease. Then I darken up the crease more with this shade right here, and this shade is called Wake Up Call, so I use that to darken up the crease more. I mean, as my crease shade. And then I used this shade to define the crease more, and this shade is called Bel Air, so I used that to darken up the crease more. And then for the outer corners, I wanted to originally just use this warm brown shade, and this shade is called Note to Self, so I used that in the outer corners. But then I just kind of wanted to add a little bit of red, just a little bit of red to the outer corners, because I kind of was going for like a goldy burgundy look, just a little bit with like a mauve-y crease, which I really like how it turned out. And I used this like deep burgundy shade in the outer corners too, and this one is called Popular Demand, so I used that. And then for the lid shade, I went in with two new pressed eyeshadows that I got from ColourPop. Sorry. And I used, I ordered some of the shades that were actually going to be discontinued soon. They brought them out for the holidays, and they say that they're going to discontinue them. They brought them out during the holidays, and then they say that they're going to discontinue them again. They were like brought back for like a month, and they were like on sale for like $4. So I picked up a few of them, and now they're saying that they're going to be discontinuing them like for good, even though they bring them out like every few months and say it's the last chance you can get them, and then they discontinue them. But I finally picked them up this time. I'm like, I need to finally just pick them up because I've been looking at them constantly, and everybody talks about these shades, so I finally got them. So first, I popped on the shade Thirsty Girl, which is like a very popular shade from them. And then I popped another shade over it on the, because I wanted to make it a little bit more of like a silvery gold, so I used the shade Couche over it. And those are like, Couche is like one of their most popular shades that they've ever come out with, and I know like everyone on YouTube like raves about it. So I think that it's a was a really pretty combination, and I was so torn as to which one I wanted to use on my lid. But when I put Thirsty Girl on, it kind of was like too dark for the look. I don't know, I just wanted to make it a little bit lighter, so I just like combined the two together and I really like how it looks. So, and then for the brow bone, I used this matte shade called Hear Me Out, and I use that for the brow bone. So yeah, and then I line my eyes with the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper, but I feel like it's kind of getting just a little bit dried out, so I did line it a little bit over with a Perk Point Kat Von D eyeliner that's like one of the ink liners, and I used the black one, and that one is also called Trooper, so I just use that over it. I'm probably going to have to go purchase a new black eyeliner soon, so but I just went broke from being in the city today. It was like ridiculous. And then I went with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara on the top. Then I concealed under my eyes with the Urban Decay Concealer, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Stick Brightening Powder. Then I lined my waterline with the Urban Decay, sorry, I'm so tired. The Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Slide On Pencil in the shade 0. And then I went in with the MAC Giga Black Lash on the bottom lashes. And then I highlighted the inner corners with two of the shades from the shimmery shades down here. And I believe I used these two shades, I'm pretty sure. I used the shade, I'm pretty sure this shade is called Let Me Explain. Oh my gosh, this is so hard to flip over. Yeah, the shade Let Me Explain, I used that on the inner corners. And then the other one, I believe, is the first one in this row. And this one is called Take It Slow. So I used those two on the inner corners. I remember that I used this one too. They were so pretty on the inner corners. I can't wait to use those two on my lid. So those are the shades that I used today. These are really good though. I definitely recommend these. I'm going to be hauling them really, really soon. I'm going to be posting an Ulta haul tomorrow, but you're going to see this like 2 weeks after I post that haul. But yeah, I recorded it last night. And then I bronzed up the skin with the Galactic Cobble Bronzer, which is pretty much gone now. Then I went in with the Makeup Geek blushes in the shades Infatuation and Romance on the cheeks. But it did fade pretty damn fast, but you know, when I go to the city, my makeup fades so much faster than when I actually just, you know, stay on the island, but whatever. And then I highlighted with the Anastasia Illuminator in the shade Starlight, and then I went in with the Anastasia Glow Kit in Moonchild, and I just topped off the Starlight highlighter with the shade Blue Ice. I've been kind of obsessed with that shade recently. I just think it adds the most beautiful, like, blue tint to everything, so... And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I started with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Then I filled in my brows with the Anastasia Brow Definer in Caramel, and then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Then I primed my lips with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Poison. And then I filled them in with a liquid lipstick that I've never used before, but I kind of wanted to try out a new red today because you guys know I love Makeup Monster's Redwood and I wear that all the time, but I kind of wanted to try something that was just a tad bit darker, and I hadn't worn this yet, so I was like, you know what, let's test this out today. So I used the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Vampira. This is one of the shades that I got in a Perk Point, and I have mixed feelings about it, but at the same time, it does feel very nice on the lips, and I've reapplied it like 3 or 4 times today because it doesn't last that long through eating. But the color is so pretty, but it's pretty drying now, and it's kind of peeling a little bit. But I would definitely wear it again. Like, it wasn't like bad or anything, and it didn't bleed anywhere. I mean, it was still such a gorgeous color. And then I topped it off a little bit because I did see there was a tiny bit patchy because some of her darker shades are not like completely opaque, so I just kind of dabbed it over a little bit with the MAC matte lipstick in the shade Sin, which is basically like it's like the same color as this, so I used that over it, and that seemed to like mattify it a lot more. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope I see my boyfriend tomorrow for the gym because he ditched me last week for the gym, and now he's telling me I'm not going to be seeing him till Wednesday, and I'm going to be having so much time on my hands now since I'm not working. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm probably going to have like 3 days where I don't really do anything besides go to the gym and return stuff at Ulta. But yeah, my life is so interesting. I mean, it was the past like 4 days, but now I'm like probably not doing anything tomorrow. Or Ren will probably try to make it up to me by seeing me tomorrow because he stopped answering me earlier and it really pissed me off. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to go. I'm just going to stop rambling now. Bye.